guys.
Hey, guys.
We're sick.
We're both very sick.
Cough, sniffle.
I want to go ahead and apologize for this last week. We probably should have put out Neptune a while ago, but we've been a little bit too sick to even do recordings at all.
I had to just straight up refuse to Josh to, like, no, I can't use my voice right now.
Yeah,
I need to be able to work tomorrow. Also, yes, I went to work sick.
We've been burning through episodes of Dark Souls that were probably intended for this week and then also next week.
Is that what you wound up doing?
Yeah, that's what I wound up doing. So,
oh no.
There's a chance that we might run out of footage next week, and if that happens, we'll put up a video that just basically is an apology, and we're sorry for it ahead of time. But please understand, we're both very, very sick right now, and we're having to deal with some real-life, like, apartment problems,
Don't tell them about our apartment problems.
I'm just saying, like, there's some problems going on, like...
Yeah, we're infested with owls, that's all you need to know.
No, we're not infested with anything. It has nothing to do with that.
That was actually a Futurama joke.
I know it was a Futurama joke. I just want people to know that we're not actually infested with anything.
Certainly not owls. That was the joke. And the joke makes it so you know that's not what happened.
Well, anyway, I think the next event is here. So we're just going to... we're going to do what we can. If we keep dying, we might just call it, to be honest.
We didn't level grind because we've been sick.
Oh, and Polytan's not the one we want to fight. You know what? The event we want to go to is this one. I forgot. Our voices are going to be terrible today.
Yeah.
Except for maybe my Iffy.
Oh, right. This is me.
Yeah.
So why are we underneath the basilicom? Oh, that sounds so bad.
No, it's fine. It sounds okay.
That is because the weapon is enshrined in the underground cave. Is that true? Wait, Blanc, don't tell me you didn't know. Oh my god, I can't do that.
It's okay,
I can't
do it
that
anyway.
pitch.
Do it anyway.
Shut up, I don't want to be judged by an amnesiac like you. I kept it secret from Lady Blanc. That is why the lady did not know this.
Why did you do that?
I was told that it was to be insurance in case Lady Blanc loses control.
Okay.
Wait, the weapon? Okay,
yeah,
sure.
That's not nice.
But Lady Blanc would never do that, so I kept it away. Financier.
Aw. Your temper meant that people thought that you were gonna murder people.
Who was even the one who was able to tell
Oh my god, they're
Financier
supposed to stop
that?
after a bit. That was weird.
Like, who is it that was like, hey, if she goes nuts, there's like a secret sword or something? Like, I'm just not sure.
Members of the Basilicom, perhaps? I don't know.
Who has the authority to have even known it was there? I don't know. We've been kind of unclear on the timeline of that, because the whole lore about like the people who left these weapons was like kind of sprung at us at short notice and very vaguely.
A little bit.
Very vague.
Yeah, well, it's like the legendary heroes or something like that.
Who knew Arfwar.
Yeah, well, Arfwar may have... Wait, wasn't she one of them?
I don't know. Again, vague.
And then after they defeated the goddess, Arfwar stayed behind, but then the power corrupted her or some weird shit.
Yeah, it's
the power
really
of the children she was raising. By the way, there's like a brain there.
Yeah,
I think we've seen that enemy once before.
Yeah, I remember
I can't reach him from here.
As he faded out, you could see eyeballs in the model.
Yeah.
But only underneath whatever else is going on there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like, they did it specifically so it would fade at a different rate as the rest of the model.
Well, I'm sure what it is that when it fades like that, it's probably just fading, it's probably the outside of the model first, and then maybe the eyes are for certain animations that it does, so they're actually kept inside the head. So when you do transparency, even if you're doing a transparency of everything at the exact same rate at the same exact time, and I've noticed this based on when I do video-related stuff.
The eyes are visible when you hit it.
Yeah. So the idea would be, though, that if you were to transition everything, like fading everything out at once, anything inside of the model would immediately become visible, because even though it's disappearing at the exact same rate, it would be visible underneath it. It's hard to explain, but believe me when I say I know what I'm saying.
That's fine.
if you try to hide something inside a 3D model and then have an animation in which that 3D model disappears, that thing inside it is going to become visible immediately. I know, because whenever I do any of the openings for things, the openings that have any sort of oh god, that's gonna suck. Okay, I'm out of here. The models, or not the models, the openings that have any sort of fade on them, lately I've been having to, instead of do an actual fade, do a fade of a pure black screen in and out of existence, and then just have the models be their whole thing. Like, if that makes any sense. It doesn't. No, it doesn't make... I'm sorry, I'm sick, so I'm a little bit rambly, and
you're usually rambly, so it's like double so.
Basically, whenever I do fades in videos, if I have two things that are on top of each other, like I've got, let's say, a background, and then a character sitting on top of that background, right? Like the one for this is all of the characters kind of sliding in, and then you have the background is where it starts at, and all that other stuff. If I was to fade, and they faded at the same exact rate, so they were all fading to black at the exact same rate, and they were the ones fading, there was not like a black screen fading in, it was them fading away to a black screen, you'd be able to see the background behind the characters. Like, it's really, really goofy, and if you go back and look at some of the openings for some of the other series we've done, some of them do that, because I hadn't realized it right away.
By the way, it's probably never been mentioned before, but those openings where things kind of slide around and stuff,
yeah.
It was originally Josh's suggestion that I, like, make the titles separate from things, like the word art. And then I started thinking, well, we could have, like, a foreground character and background characters and shit. And I don't consult with him before deciding on what to put in those. I just sort of give him parts and it's like, do what you want. And he comes up with some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not quite animation, but it's I mean, it's animation, but like I don't make things change and move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really changing and moving. It's mostly sliding, to be totally honest with most of them. Anything that even remotely looks like animation is an accident. It's usually because I don't realize what the hell I'm doing, but I have some minor amount of like knowledge for how to do things like that. Because I used to, for those of you who don't know, because I think I've been pretty open about this in the past, but I used to, when I was in high school and when I was in college, I did film stuff. And for a very short period of time, as a result of that, I actually did work in public access television. I didn't really use editing when I did that. I was more a floor director than anything, which meant I was sitting out there by cameras and telling people what to focus on and what not to focus on and stuff like that at the time. And I was taking and giving directions from the guys in booth, but at the same time, like, I did work in like public broadcasts.
In high school?
Yeah, in high school. So
it's not like you're like in the business now. It's like, you know what, you've got experience.
It was actual public broadcast.
Yeah, like it's not what you do now.
No. And all I'm trying to say is, like, I did work in that for a while, and I did do editing, I did some editing for that, but it wasn't a lot. Most of the editing I did was when I was actually doing that, I did a bunch of, like, personal stuff that I don't think I ever made any copies of, so I don't have it
quick
anymore.
Question.
What's up?
Why are Compa and If at the front of our party?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember putting them there.
Probably. You know what somebody told me?
What?
Apparently one of the changes made from the original version of this game to the later stuff is the addition of being able to use items out of battle.
Didn't
No.
I said that they're just straight up weren't usable items.
Yeah. Oh
wait, shit, we got broccoli.
Maybe you did. Yeah, okay, maybe that was you. I thought somebody left a comment that was
items.
about that. But like,
I mean, someone else may have said it too.
Somebody basically pointed out though, and it may have just been you then, that they're
Let's see
just
how broccoli works
straight
in
up
battle.
weren't items in the original games. It was like you had to use skills, and the skills acted as items or something like that. It's like, oh god, who am I trading her for?
Histoire.
Somebody also pointed out, by the way, that Histoire is actually super good and her stats are significantly better than every other character's. So when she levels up, she's leveling up at a weird way.
Okay.
Like, if she was the same level as everybody else, she'd be way stronger than everyone.
Cool.
So that is.
I mean, she has a position in the plot that would make sense for that.
Also, she's a DLC character. She was not given to us as part of the plot.
Oh, hey.
She was actually given to us as DLC because we got to the point where she was available, I guess.
I guess they wouldn't let us use her before we got her.
Yeah, something like that.
That's fair.
Pardon me. I'm really sorry that I absolutely hate the idea of people doing anything on YouTube or anything like that when they are sick. I think that is the most, like...
And we've done sick day LPs in the past where it's like, okay, this is a separate game, it's a one-off, we don't have to worry. And I don't remember why we didn't do that this time.
It kind of boils down to, like... I absolutely hate the concept of people doing sick LPs or sick podcasts or things like that. And I am fully willing to, like, yell at people for doing it. Because it's terrible. Nobody wants to hear you. It's like nobody wants to hear you eat on camera. Don't eat on camera. Don't fucking be sick on camera. And I'm still sitting here doing it.
Yeah, like there are situations where you do that, but it's mostly for the spectacle of it.
In our case, it's a bad idea to do it because being sick on camera is, like, it's just really inappropriate. But if we didn't do it, we wouldn't have content. That's the biggest problem, because we don't have, like, a ton of content just sitting around.
Sometimes we do, and I kept offering when I was saying I can't talk in a video today.
Yeah, to do the art ones.
Yeah, like I would just draw something.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes if we just do that and substitute it for everything, it's like, that's all fine and good, but to do one of those every single day is like, oh.
Well, sometimes we just don't have stuff come out. Like, you want it to be daily, and I understand that.
Yeah,
Because like, it's good to have daily content. It's a good model to try and uphold. But, like, if we gotta stop, we gotta stop. Oh shit, I need to put stuff in the Popkaz queue. Popkaz is a daily blog. I think I've got 3 posts queued. That's usually where I decide to start making more.
I mean, we're both pretty sick right now. Please forgive us for being awful and terrible right now.
I don't know, I've been slipping on a lot of things, but I think it's justified. I mean...
to some extent, maybe, yeah.
For those seeing this in the far future, the beginning of the year that we are recording this in, there was a flu that basically just hit the country, and we both got it, and then kind of recovered from it, and then allergies happened, and then this cold happened.
Yeah, and I figured out where this cold came from a while ago, and I'm I'm not really, like, angry about it, but I'm a little bit like, nah.
Where did it come from?
It came from, I found out that my little sister and my mom were both very, very sick early on during this year. And they gave it to my sister's baby, who gave it to me at her birthday party.
Is that why that's why you got it before I did this time?
Yeah, because I hold that baby nonstop when she's around, so... Yeah,
no, usually I get sick first because I work in, like, retail and I have to, like, look at people all day. I'm gonna get pathogens. This time, Josh got it first.
Yeah, and then I gave it to you. But I gave it to you because I can't not give it to you, let's be honest. We live together, so it's like, it's not... If I'm sick, you're gonna get sick, like...
Yeah, and Josh is the uncle. I'm just the uncle's girlfriend. I mean, they say I'm the aunt, but, like... I mean, I don't take care of that baby. You take care of that baby sometimes. He's one of their backup babysitters.
Sorta. It's been a very long time since I've done anything like that.
Yeah, but in cases of emergency, you're one of the people that takes care of that kid.
Yeah.
So, like, he's holding her, and she's getting boogers all over the place because she's 1. And then he gets sick, and then I get sick. And then I get everyone at work sick.
Yeah, but you don't mind doing that because you hate everyone who's alive.
I do. But also, I figure if I don't go to work, no one's gonna be there because we're understaffed perpetually. So I have to either work or expect... That's a weird shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Did she just...
It's a healing
Did she just shit out her eyeballs like a toad?
Yeah, look like it.
What the fuck?
I guess Broccoli is a manufacturer of, like, makeup and fashion. I just want to point that out.
Okay.
I don't know why they were okay with their mascot apparently shitting out of their eyeballs to heal people. I gotta do it again, too.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong one. So it's called Makara Beam? It's, I attack with an eye beam. Nah, I'll heal you instead. It heals 80% of an ally's HP.
Well, it's a good heal.
Yeah, it's
80%.
not a bad one. And then she just
Seriously,
shoots
though.
poop out of her face, yeah. I don't know what's up with that.
Is that what happens when you eat broccoli?
Yeah, that's what happens when you eat too much broccoli.
Gross.
That's why they say you are what you eat. That's what broccoli truly is, in its heart of hearts.
Yeah, so that's way more important than me complaining about my workplace.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't accept food from me if I sound like this.
Don't say it that way.
Just
though.
like if you go to a coffee shop and they sound like this when they talk to you and stuff, like, go get your food somewhere else. You're gonna get sick. But I'm still gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah. I mean, people gotta work, and we don't live in a society where you can really, like, not work.
Well, I have sick days I can call in, but if I do, they've got no one to cover the shift. That's the problem.
Is this big enough that I can hit multiple people? No.
Aw.
Damn. I'm kind of curious as to what some of this stuff is. Okay.
Well, it did damage.
Max damage, yeah.
Which is like
enough.
a third of its HP.
Yeah, which is really annoying, but it's we have a plan to break that if we want to, but we have to work to do it. We got to get through the plan to be able to break the maximum amount of damage, apparently, is a thing.
Yeah, well, we
Oh, crap. I don't have
didn't level grind or anything between sessions, so we don't know how close we are to getting any plans.
Yeah, by the way, that's the downside of Makara Beam. So it heals for 80% of your damage, but it also takes like 500 SP to use.
Oh.
So that's a big pain in the butt.
Man.
Yeah, I don't like running from fights in this game. But sometimes it's necessary, and we are really, really low on... in fact, we're out of life fragments entirely. I thought we had more.
Remind
but I'm
me what
have to
angel
use
wings
the,
do.
Oh god, they're
that's
30
within
of all
range.
allies within range. Yeah, and it doesn't count if you're using it here.
Yeah.
That's such a pain.
Well, that's okay. These are short dungeons.
Yeah, and the end is right there. I just don't want to do it because I'm worried that we're gonna die in the process, basically.
Yeah.
I'm really quickly gonna do a thing. Because it occurred to me that I went in and I was like fiddling with Broccoli's combos and stuff, and I did not even bother going down here and actually doing these.
That's important.
Yeah, so this should be the power combo if I can find it. So rush, power, break, power, 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 assist. Okay. So it needs to be one of her powers. I'm gonna put that one there. This one's rush, so put a rush combo there. What are her two level 2s are both power. So she got to put a rush there, and she's only got the one rush, so we'll put rush. What's A is break. I like to set it up this way, that way I don't have to not like hit one that works for things like this. And then neither of those work, so I will put the other level 2 on there. That's good, that'll work. Okay. Sorry, it occurred to me while I was doing things that, like, she does not have any of her things set up properly. So she wasn't, like, benefiting from the combos at all.
Well, let's see how good she does now that she does.
And then Aquarian Age.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Broccoli's pretty good.
Broccoli's okay. I don't think she's a DLC character. I think she just came with the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a remake character.
Yeah.
It's like there's a bunch of these characters that are like weird side things they just kind of give us. Are just like they may have had like plot relevance in like a previous version of a later game in the timeline or some shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's my impression that I got. But I'm glad that they didn't give us a bunch of useless people.
Stop. Why the fuck does that keep happening?
Hey, it turns yellow when it's fired.
Fuck it. Let's do an actual Makara beam then. I'm gonna hit this guy. Unless I can hit... No, okay, it's gotta be one.
Okay, let's see some super poop from the eyes.
No, it's just an actual beam.
Okay, cool.
Oh god. That wasn't very much damage at all, actually.
Oh.
I don't know.
Disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, at least we've still got plenty of EXE.
Yeah.
Does she not have an area of effect that's big enough for her?
Not for these characters being as far apart as they are.
Okay.
That's the main issue here.
Man.
And Neptune's a little fucked right now because she's got the mute that takes away her ability to use magic.
Oh, so that's what that symbol is.
Yeah. So I'm kind of reliant on Broccoli right now. Oh, and somebody commented, like, why is literal Puchiko in this game? They're even calling her Puchiko. It's because Broccoli is the company that owns... Puchiko, I think, is a character that is a part of, like, an anime or maybe just a mascot. I don't actually remember.
I don't know. It's the company that makes Chobits or whatever.
No. It doesn't make Chobits at all. But Broccoli is... wait, does it actually make Chobits?
I don't actually know.
Okay.
I was using that as a shorthand for this thing. Is like this weird... late 90s, early 2000s looking moe blob.
She basically looks exactly like a specific thing called Puchiko that the Broccoli company owns. So the joke is that she looks identical to this actual thing that exists, and Neptune even calls her that, and then she keeps saying, "Don't call me that."
I'm sure it's an inside joke that makes sense if you know what the reference material is.
Parallax, reflex, tough mill. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. Panacea, I'm not going to use that.
Yeah, to us, like, maybe someday we'll watch whatever anime that character's from and we'll just call her Broccoli the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like Broccoli.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and fight, like, one more fight and then just use an emergency exit button for this. And then come back in, because we do not have enough healing items to keep this up.
Do we
are
have
actually
other dungeon
like
options,
completely
by the
all
way?
out of them. None that we'd be done with.
Like there's that one that's super strong that opened up when Neptune was first abandoned by everyone.
The Neo
it's
Geo?
too strong.
Yeah, that's a bit too strong for us to get through right now.
Yeah. Then there were no side dungeons that were for any particular thing.
this main dungeon I think is the main one that opened up, and then the other ones we could go through them, but I think we already have, if I remember correctly.
While you're on the map screen, just take a look at the plans for things, just real quick.
I will. I'm also going to go in and look at the viable stuff, because Plutia keeps dying, and I'm wondering if maybe I haven't upgraded her armor yet. I don't know.
I don't know. She's a magic caster for the most part, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't always doesn't always work that way. Like, sometimes it's literally just... There's an armor that we haven't bought that we needed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying there's possibilities.
And I don't think it's just because she's a weak magic caster. Like, that's all I'm trying to say.
Like maybe it's like she's weaker to physical damage or something, so... I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
I don't pay super close attention to the stats.
Pardon me.
These are your nieces, not mine.
No, they're not. Oh my god, why? No, leave me alone.
God, and they're still
Yeah, I know, they're so
health.
defensy. I hate it.
If you're gonna leave, just use some EXEs on them.
I guess. No, I can't, because she's,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's got her thing going on.
Fuck.
And I don't actually know if I have any healing items now that I think about it. Okay, wait. These technically work, so maybe this will help. Yeah, okay. And immediately I get sealed again. Let's do it again.
Well, it healed some HP, too.
Yeah, it did.
So...
That's what I said that.
Yeah.
I said this will technically heal. Okay, there. Now I can use something. All I got right now is net break.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, and remember, she doesn't have an HDD right now, like, at all.
Oh, yeah, because
it got taken by Arfar in the story, and that means that the character herself just does not have access to it at all.
But the others still have access to theirs?
Yeah, but that's because Arfar copied theirs. They didn't get them straight up stolen like Neptune did, I guess.
But why did Arfar not just... I mean, she did try to just steal Vert's.
Sorta, I guess.
And
oh, fuck right off.
She totally did just take it from them.
That every time he does that, he gets full HP back.
Oh my god.
Because that's the transformation does that for this particular, like, enemies like this. All enemies, when they do the transformation into the virus version, they get all of their HP back.
That's unfair.
Yeah, no, it's super unfair. I think it also gets rid of not status ailments, although status ailments, yeah, but stuff like the like if we have
couldn't you just do another EXE on him?
Like that. No, I can't.
Oh shit!
I'm sealed again.
Sealed again. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and in fact, I don't actually think I've got anything to do that to unseal. So I'm gonna have to do. Oh god, I'm gonna have to use one of my good items, like one of my angel wings. Hey, are these too close enough?
I don't think so.
Oh, what a pain.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, it sucks a lot.
Well.
Okay, well. I guess I'm using another one.
Can't she use her EXE? That guy's guard broken.
I guess, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I gotta turn. Let me turn into my HDD first.
Okay.
Let's enjoy.
Alright, is it gonna let us attack or is it going to get us.
It'll let us attack.
Okay.
Yeah, the transformation doesn't count as a turn.
Sometimes it does.
The problem? No, it doesn't. Not transformation. No, it never does.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen it do that.
Transformation never counts as a turn. Switching to a different character counts as a turn.
Maybe that's what I
but transformation does not.
Okay, fair enough.
My main issue with this is that if she's not strong enough to get rid of him right now, he'll kill her immediately.
Well, time to leave. We got a hat.
Yeah, I noticed it. So I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah. Let's see that hat.
Hold on. I'm gonna save first. Okay. Wait, what hat? There's a hat?
Yeah. Oh, it is for her.
Hat. Yeah.
Oh.
Just a white version of her broccoli.
Okay.
Hat. And it doesn't change anything at all.
Okay, sure. Put it on.
Inspired by a Digi-Karat. I don't know. It's just a white hat instead of a yellow one. I honestly like the yellow one more, to be honest.
That's fine.
Yeah. Is there nothing else going on here? Nothing really. Okay. Well, let's go in and look at the shop real quick, because I swear to God, there's probably some better, like, armor for some of these characters.